Hello, Claudia and Hector. Here is your sewer scope from today's inspection. There is the clean out cap. Again, the pipe is located behind the furnace, very little clearance. I had to kind of jam myself into the corner and try to find a way where I could feed the cable through there. It was a bit of a challenge, but successful nonetheless. Uh, Normal in the beginning stages of a pipe to be a little bit, air quote, dirtier. A plastic pipe like this, PVC pipe, doesn't grab onto stuff. It's very smooth wall. Um, it really it doesn't hold or catch paper products, uh, natural waste, things like that. That being said, we are a little bit on the dirty side here, but not anything to be concerned about or nothing terrible. I lost track of the number of twists and turns in this pipe. There's a lot. It's again not necessarily a defect. It's just basically the structure of the pipe and the neighborhood that you're in, and having to route around your neighbor's whatever gas line, their sewer line, whatever it is. So not terribly uncommon, but it is what it is. There's kind of an old adage in plumbing that the more connections that you have, the more the pipe is prone to failure. I don't know if that's necessarily what's indicative of this. I mean, you're solid all the way through, but just something to be mindful of. Those connections right there, those are inlets, clean outs, an ability to get to the line to be able to access it. Another turn here. You stay as PVC all the way through the push. It doesn't change to a different material. It stays constant, which is not uncommon. It's definitely a positive. It's definitely a good thing, but just something of note to be aware of. This little pause right here is me turning some water on, just to help me to be able to push the cable through the line. This is going to be really a fairly long length of pipe, and with all the twists and turns, and I use a 3/8 inch cable, which if you get out 75, 100, 125, 150 feet, it's a lot of weight to have to push. So turning the water on helps me to kind of move things along. Uh, Another thing of note, as we come up to about the 90-foot mark, I'll pause. I want you to take a look at the connection that's up here. It may just be me, but that does not look like a circle to me. That looks like more like an oval. Uh, Obviously, we're dealing with a pipe. It's supposed to be round. It's a plastic pipe, so likely what happened was when they were laying this pipe, when they were backfilling in the dirt and aggregate that was going on top of it, likely the backhoe operator dropped the aggregate from too high a position and just smushed it a little bit. I went back over that section here as well. I went back over these sections a few times, almost frame by frame. I didn't see any cracking. Uh, this pipe is original to the house, so it's 25 years old. You're likely fine, but just something again to keep in the back of your head, that you do have that section from about the 90-foot mark, maybe a little bit before that as well, to just past the 100-foot mark. We're starting to get better here. To go back to what I was saying originally, also notice that the pipe is much cleaner as we get further out. It's just standard that It does tend to be dirtier the closer you are to the house. Another change of direction here. Your connections all look good. No separation, no damage. Sometimes you'll get chipped off pieces that happened when they were laying the pipe. No dents and dings. Nothing again of note. So the other benefit of running water beyond just helping me to be able to push the camera head through is it'll show any low spots in the pipe. It'll give a good solid indication of how freely the pipe flows. Um, no backups. You're not holding water. Maybe a little bit up here where we connect to the city, but that's very typical. But everything is flowing exactly the way you want it to. And here's the city connection, right at about 158 feet or so. Good solid run. Um, Other than that little semi-squished spots, everything looks really good. Read through the written reports. I'll give some recommendations. And as always, please reach out to me with any questions or if I can be of service.